Hi,
Hi, can you hear me okay?
I can.
So
Nice to see you.
nice to see you too. How have you been?
I've been great. How about you?
I've been good. I've been good. Hey, let me, I don't want to much of your time, but again, so Sisterhood Cinema, it's pretty much a platform I started to kind of help women who work in film and television. So we send different resources like internships, like the program you were just talking about, to different women through a newsletter. And then we also do these interviews to kind of help other people out so that they can, know the faces, the behind the scenes, and kind of,
Sure.
how different people got to where they are. So I'm trying. So I was doing written interviews, but now I'm trying to do video because I think
Okay.
it might be fun to like see people and hear them, and yeah, and
Yeah,
everything's digital now and video, so might as
exactly.
well do it.
Exactly.
Yeah. So again, it'll be just like 5 questions. Feel free for your answer to be as short or as long as you like, or if you need clarification or anything, just let me know.
Okay.
So yeah, it's just pretty much 5 questions. The first one's kind of like a double question, but yeah, 5 questions, and yeah, you can have your answer be as short as long as you like. And did you have any questions or anything for me before we
I
get
don't
started or
think
anything?
so.
No? Okay. All right, awesome. Okay. So first question is, so you are showrunner for Netflix's Sweet Magnolias.
Right.
So you did it for season 1, and now we're about to head into season 2. So what
Right.
has been the biggest difference between working on season 1 and working on season 2?
The pandemic.
Ah, yes, there is that. Yeah.
Um, the production challenges were fascinating, but we were very fortunate. Netflix has a strict protocol. We had an incredible health and safety team
Okay.
and a cast and crew that were really invested in keeping each other healthy.
Okay.
So we were
Awesome.
very, very fortunate.
Okay, good. And then I remember we talked a little bit about this last time, but how exactly did you end up as showrunner on Sweet Magnolias? Like, how exactly did that happen?
I worked my way up in TV. I've been doing this for a very, very long time.
Mm-hmm.
And I worked on a lot of different shows, different kinds of shows. But I had created my own show in 2015, and the line producer for my show went on to Chesapeake Shores,
Okay.
which is executive produced by Dan Paulson. And Dan was the one who had the rights to the Sweet Magnolia books and took those to Netflix, and Netflix ordered the series. And then Matt, with whom I had worked on my other show, suggested that Dan talk to me about being the showrunner for Sweet Magnolias. And that's the short version. There were a lot of meetings and a lot of
Yeah.
conversations along the way, but that's the short version of how I had the honor of being the showrunner.
Oh, awesome. Yeah, that's a great story. And exactly how, if you don't mind telling me how long you've been in television, exactly like when?
I have to stop and think. It's been
Oh,
that long. I have been doing this over 25 years.
25 years. Wow. Awesome. And then you got recently got Sweet Magnolias, and then that ended up being I mean, I'm sure you already knew it was going to do really well, but did you expect it to do this well, or?
Well, the funny thing is, you never know how well something is going to do. You pour your heart and soul into it, and so does
Yeah.
everybody else affiliated with the show. But there are so many variables, and we were hopeful that it would do well. I have to confess, I was surprised and delighted by how quickly
Yeah.
people found the show and embraced the show. And it's fascinating to watch social media and see people still discovering the show
Yeah.
at this point, with season 2 finally around the corner.
Yeah. That's awesome. Cool. All right. Next question. What is some advice that you would give to those who are looking to be a screenwriter and then maybe work their way up to showrunner? Like, what are some pieces of advice that you would give them?
Um, I think my current favorite piece of advice is to pace yourself. I think a lot of newer writers have a not necessarily realistic view of how long it's going to take them to get where they need to be to achieve their end goal, and get frustrated to the point where it harms their work and harms their health.
Wow.
When they don't get there as fast as they want to.
Yeah.
Again, I have been doing this for over 20 years, and I have only been a showrunner in the last 5. So, I mean, some people climb the ladder faster than that.
Yeah.
Some people climb halfway up and never go any further. I mean, there is no proven set path. We all have very individual paths. And if, as you're starting out, you start out by measuring yourself against some imaginary schedule or against your friend's success, then I think you're just adding a lot of stress and a lot of things that you can't control to an already pretty challenging journey.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to be kind to yourself and kind to your peers, and understand that this may take a while.
Yeah.
And put your energy where it's most useful, which is on the page, and not into stress and worry and anger about where you think you should be.
All right. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, because it takes a long time. People do kind of hinder their work, and like you said, their health, when they expect something to go faster than it realistically does. All right, third question. Since you've been working in TV for a long time, what is your favorite TV show and why?
Oh my gosh. I love the original Twilight Zone, Rod Serling's Twilight Zone, which I didn't discover. I was about to say I discovered. My parents introduced me to in syndication when I was a kid, because they had enjoyed it. And the economy and the power of storytelling on that show, the twists and the surprises, and the graceful deployment of a message without hurting the story. I was like, I want to do that. Can I please do that? And as a matter of fact, over Christmas, we were at my brother's house, and my brother and my kids and I were watching old Twilight Zone episodes.
Yeah.
I still love them.
Yeah. It's a timeless show. Yeah, it's really good.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Great answer. All right. Question number 4. What would you say was the hardest time of your career? And then if you could even expound on like how you got out of it, or how you dealt with that time that may have been like a really difficult time in your career.
I'm going to be perfectly honest. There are so many to choose from. It's hard to pick one.
Yep.
I mean, this is a career, an industry where rejection and frustration are just part of it. And all you can do to pick yourself up from those moments is say, okay, what am I going to write next? Because really all you can control is the kind of person you are and the kind of material you write. And if somebody has rejected your favorite script, then you have to write another script that you love even more, that they will potentially, the vast array of executives and producers, may love even more. Dwelling on loss and rejection isn't good for you as an artist, isn't good for you as a person. And I don't mean to sound glib, but the old Fred Astaire song, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and start all over again, comes immediately to mind. So I have made huge mistakes. I have had projects blow up. I have had projects wither on the vine. So I've had a wide variety of dark moments.
Yeah.
But the problem with dwelling on dark moments is that you're sitting in the dark rather than seeking a new source of light.
I like that. Yeah. Good advice. And last question, what is up next for you?
I have a couple of projects in development, and it'll be interesting to see whether any of them get to make it all the way to the screen the way Sweet Magnolias has. I'm always working on something new, always reading for potential adaptations. I think about story all day long, no matter what I'm doing. It's just, and again, after having done this for a really long time, it's like I can't stop thinking about stories.
Yeah.
And I don't want to. I spend a lot of time thinking, I wonder what that's all about when I'm in a restaurant, when I'm at the grocery store, just people watching. My mother used to tease me when I was little that the reason I wanted to be a writer was because it gave me permission to people watch. And I think she was right. It also gives me permission to eavesdrop. I'm just doing research. Yeah. So I have a couple of different things in development at a couple of different production companies and studios. But even beyond that, I've always got something in process.
Okay, good. So staying busy pretty much. Yeah.
Absolutely. You have to.
Got to. Yeah. All right. And then I'll just going to add on one more final question. So Sweet Magnolia season 2 is coming up very soon, a couple weeks. And why should we tune into Sweet Magnolias season 2?
Well, we may have left you with a question or two at the end of season 1. And you want the answers, right?
Yes, we do.
So I would say come for the answers and stay for the new questions.
Oh, new questions.
Because there are plenty of new questions that come very, very quickly. And the joy of writing season 2 was knowing the characters more deeply, loving them even more, which I didn't realize was possible, and having a group of fabulous writers to collaborate with on how do we shake these people up. I told the couple of the actors while we were shooting, if I didn't love you so much, I wouldn't make your life this complicated. Characters I love, I want to put through challenging times.
Yeah.
Because that allows us to say more about the characters, about the relationships, and about the town itself.
Okay. Well, awesome. Sounds like interesting. Like we really need to tune in.
I hope so.
I will. I'll definitely be watching. I love Sweet Magnolias.
Well, thank you. Thank you.
All right. Well, that's all. Those are all the questions I had. Thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And thanks again for doing this. I'll let you know when we send it out. It should be pretty soon. I'll let you know. And yeah, best of luck with everything. The writer's room you're in, the show coming up. I hope it goes well. I was getting nervous because the last stuff was getting canceled on Netflix. I was like, don't let it be Sweet Magnolias. So I was happy.
No, I mean, there was a very unfortunate round of cancellations early in the pandemic. And I'm very glad that we were able to continue. And I think that people might actually enjoy season 2 even more than season 1.
Awesome.
That's my hope. That's my prayer.
Yeah, I think we will.
Okay. Let me know.
Okay, yeah, I'll definitely let you know. I'll hit you up and let you know. I'll definitely be watching it. I'll be binging it like first week it comes out. So yeah.
Wonderful. Okay, well then I'll talk to you in February.
All right, I'll talk to you in February. Have a good night.
Thanks.
Bye-bye. Bye.